He's come a long way to come out here to see up. Let's hear it for the Catman himself, Mr. Peter Criss.
What are you guys doing? This is nice.
Okay, Rachel. Okay. What we're gonna do as far as the questions go, if you got a question, raise your hand. So that way we could call on people that way, and we don't have 20 million people all trying to shout at once.
Great. See, I'm old. I gotta sit down.
Everybody sit down!
Yeah, why don't we all sit down? It's like the actor's studio. You get to ask me questions.
Okay, Peter, before we start with the first question, I just want to thank, on behalf of the KISS Army we got out here, thank you for coming out here and making this a major highlight for a lot of people.
Thank you, guys. Good to see you guys. So let's talk. What do you got? What do you want to know?
Okay, we got a question right over here.
Peter, thanks for coming out. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Hey, I just want to know, there's rumors about how much UNA's played on the Psycho Circus album, and I just want to know if the rumors are true that you guys didn't have much to do with it, or you did, or...
Well, what are the rumors?
Yeah, the rumors on...
You guys know more than I know. I have to look on my net to see what's going on.
The rumor that I heard was that UNA's didn't really have much to do with the Psycho Circus album as much as playing.
Right. And that's true. Bruce Fairbury, rest his soul, kind of was running the show, so they said. But I played on a tune at Ace, Into the Void. And so I got, and he wanted it that way, so the two of us got to play together because the songs that I brought in, and I did bring some songs in, and I will get them out eventually on my own thing. And I brought in a ballad called Hope, and I brought in another song called Justice for All, and a few other songs. And they just kept saying, you know, this isn't it. Well, Beth wasn't it either, and that sure did well for the band. And, you know, so again, that's about all I participated on the album, and I was a little upset because I wanted more, I wanted to do more, and I thought, since we weren't together for such a long time, and now we got back together, and you guys didn't get nothing from us in quite a while, and this is a good time to do a studio album again, it didn't pan out, so that's the way it goes, you know, so. Yeah, but that's the God's honest truth, so forget about the rumors, that's the truth.
Okay, we got a question all the way in the back there.
Yeah. Yeah, I got. Thank you. I really don't, you know, I'm one of those musicians who I just don't think I play from my heart. So I just play what I feel. There's a difference between me, I guess, and Eric's Carr, rest his soul, or Eric Singer and other guys. I just play, and I think that had a lot to do with the early sound of the band, that we just sort of got together and we created. We did what we do. We create. We make. You know, I played what I wanted to play, and it got tighter and tighter, and then it got to be, you can't play that, and you can't play this, you can't play that. And then it goes, then you lose your creativity, and it's gone, you know, so. Oh, thank you so much, thank you.
Okay, we got a question right back there.
I heard you on Eddie Trump the other night.
Oh, that was fun, yeah, I had a good time. No.
Because he had nothing nice to say.
So I hear.
Yeah. My question is, I know you're finishing your book.
Yes, I am. And I had an ending, but the ending I had wasn't a great ending as far as I'm concerned. The whole ending was not cool. I can't talk about it. I do talk about it in my book. And hopefully this time around there'll be a little better ending than the ending I sort of have. You know, I don't like ragging on people, and my book is about me. It's not about KISS. It's, I mean, a big part of my life. Thank you fucking so much for my life, for my I mean that. I mean, I wouldn't have what I have today. I have a beautiful wife. I have a great house. I'm in great health. I'm playing my ass off. I have so much to be thankful for. And it's probably one of the reasons why I get full. I don't filled up. But it's the reason why I'm here today. I'm not here for any other reason but being touched by you guys. I opened the site. It did great. I got responses. I said, holy shit, I really love these people. I got to go back into the war. So I'm back into the war. And you know, again, I didn't read Gene's book. My wife read some of it, and she just said I shouldn't read it because I'd probably kill him. So, so I didn't read it. You should.
Do you plan to give your side of the story on how it is to work with Gene and Paul? That's something we don't.
Well, of course. I mean, you know, there's my truth, your truth, and the real truth. And I'm tired. I really am. I'm tired. That's probably why I'm here. Of reading shit. I'm tired of reading what I didn't say, what I didn't do, what they perceived I did or didn't do. And you know what? Even when I listened the other night to Ace, he has a lot of valid points, and I agree with him, and I justify with him. And I have the same issues he has with those guys, only I'm putting them aside right now because my most important issue is to play one more time around for you. I just got to do that. Thank you. So it's like, I have to have foreclosure on my life, and for me to have foreclosure, I need to do this one more time. It has nothing to do with Gene or Paul or Ace, it has to do with me to you. That's what I want to do.
Okay, hey, Peter.
With that said, and I wanted to say that a long time.
Okay, Peter, I've got a question, kind of along the lines of what we were talking about with Gene's book. You did an interview with Gene a while back for Gene's magazine,
right,
and you pretty much let him have it.
Wasn't that good?
Well, okay. Well, I thought it was, and I'm sure everybody else did. But the thing that I want to know, was that some type of a catharsis for you, or are these things that you've told Gene in the past?
Absolutely, yeah. It's nice. It's nice to get things off your chest. It's nice to say how you feel. It's important, and it's gotten me in a lot of trouble most of all my life of saying how I feel or acting how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and then you get tired. You read about the drug thing, you read about the drink thing. Fuck, I haven't been stoned in 18 fucking years. I'm proud of that. I worked hard on that, you know. I've worked hard on my sobriety, I've worked hard. I wouldn't be sitting here if I was screwed up. I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys, I wouldn't be able to see you guys. You know, and when I hear this stuff coming still from the leak and from the band, it hurts me because I don't say it about what I can really say about those guys. That I won't right now because not everybody's perfect, and that's a good thing, because if we were all perfect, we'd be all fucked up people, and we're not. Excuse my language, there's kids here, I'm sorry, but you know, all I want to do is be honest. I treat people like I want to be treated. I wake up every day and I thank God that I'm here. You know, I don't say, oh, he can't write and he's on drugs and he did this and he did, to make me feel better. It's sometimes how I feel is their plan of, let's knock this so I can feel righteous, and that's not right either. So.
Okay, we got a question over there, the guy with the hand up.
Peter, thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
How important it is for us to have you and Ace, Gene, and Paul back in the band and give us a U.S. tour.
Hey, I wouldn't want to, I'm with you. You know, I miss Ace. I wish he was, I don't know what it's going to be like not to be with him. I'm sure I'm not going to enjoy it, but it's his opinion, and he has a right to feel the way he does, and I know how he feels because I felt that way 2 years ago.
Thanks for coming back in.
Thank you.
Okay, we got a question from up here close up here.
Peter, I just wanted to say that you're a reason to play. You taught me how to play. And if it wasn't for
Thank you.
I wouldn't know how to play the drum.
Thank you.
I was just always wondering, you always wish for Gene because he's a hero. What are some of the other guys that made you want to go six?
Oh God, but I might show you my age. Buddy Rich and Louis Belson and Ainsley Dunbar and John Bottom, rest his soul, and Keith Moon, rest his soul. I come from the old school. I even like Charlie Watts a lot. You know, so I like that stuff. I'm really into, and I still listen to that stuff. And I'm working on a jazz album. I keep saying that, but I will have it done. I'm working on a rock album. I'll get that done. But I had to put everything on the burner right now because the band's getting back to do some stuff. So when that's done, I'll get all that out finally. Thank you, brother. And great. I'm glad you're playing drums. I'm making you probably family crazy with the noise.
Okay, we got a question right here.
Peter, I'd like to know, is there one moment or event that stands out in your mind when you knew that this thing was going to be as big as it became?
Yeah, I think when we first played Madison Square Garden, it was like wow, you know, like man, this is it. Like I've always wanted to play there, and I once told my mother, rest her soul, that I would play there someday. And when I did, she was crying, and my dad was crying, and it was the big Italian thing, and you know, yeah, that was for me like wow, you know, we made it, we really like did it. So the Garden is a great place, Madison Square Garden.
Okay, there's a guy back there who's been patient with his hand up.
I'm terrific.
Based on what you can say, do you feel the Ace will be there for each show?
No. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. You know, I love Ace.
Okay, right over here with the Peter Criss t-shirt on.
Mike from Detroit. I just want to say your Criss band rocked. It was very tight. I enjoyed and loved seeing you guys. You're talking about putting another rock album together. Are you going to possibly pull together your old Criss band, or are you going to select new people, possibly tour, small tour or something?
Probably I may get Angel back because I really liked his playing. I thought he was a great guitarist. And maybe Mark will play on a couple of things. Those are really great guys. So I'm glad the band, that was a crazy era I went through, but I was pretty proud of some of the stuff we did. It was original. It was just pretty cool. So, I mean, Blue Moon Over Brooklyn, I wrote for my mom and stuff. So it was a
Any
good album.
unreleased stuff that you might release, like in like your own type of box set?
I'm working on, I don't know about that. I just like to get some of the new stuff I've written and maybe redo some of the other stuff that everybody keeps wanting me to redo. I Can't Stop the Rain and a few other songs I've done. So I don't know, you know, I'm a funny guy. I get in there and go, oh, that sounds really good. And I always want to do some Sinatra stuff and some of that stuff. And Rod Stewart beat me to it. So, you know, I'll still give it a go. So, thank you. Thank you.
Peter, on the subject of your solo stuff, one thing that a lot of people might not know is you had a project with Mark St. John, another former member of Kiss.
I want to forget that.
Okay. So do we just leave it at that?
Yeah, that was the bad. Yeah, that was not. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Right there, right in the front.
Hi, Peter. After the negotiations fell through for the Japan and Australia tour dates of the farewell tour,
Right.
Gene was on TV and in the press
Yeah.
saying, you know, you wanted more than everybody else was going to get, and saying, you know, you were
That's not true.
you were given the advice that Kiss would never go to Japan and Australia without you. And Gene and Paul are out there giving their side of the story, but we never heard, you know, your response or your rebuttal to that. And I was just curious as to what your take was.
Well, it's, you know, I wrote it again. It's in my book, which is ridiculous. You got to put things in books, and it's not true. I asked for what I felt was coming to me, and it also had to do with It had to do with the tour that we finished. Some problems with that tour, and they took my contract off the table, and they didn't want to negotiate with me. And that's the God's honest truth. And I put it on the UPA. I put it on the line that they took the deal off the table. As I understood, Tokyo and Australia was already booked. It was already sold out or whatever. It was already, you know, and with me supposedly going, and I was told they had no other choice but to put Eric in my makeup. It was nice that he got to be me for a night, and it turned out, and I guess, you know, that's the way those, you know, they're like that. They just moved on, and I didn't like it, but there's nothing I could do about it. As a man, I had to stand up for what I thought was right, and I was getting screwed over in certain things, and I just wasn't going to take it. I don't care who it is.
No Criss, no Kiss.
Right. Okay. All right, we got some questions from the back of the floor. You with the blonde hair there. With
What do
your
you
arm.
got? Thank you. Yeah, Jim Chapin. I've studied with Jim for 3 years. No, know, when I left the group in '82 or something, I just wanted to really know more, learn more. I'm still learning more as a drummer. Every day I pick up my sticks, I'm learning more. So I wanted to go for the best, and I thought Jim Chapin is the best. And I got to study with Papa Chapin for 3 years, and I learned a hell of a lot that I thought I knew and I didn't. And I learned how to read, and I learned a lot of other stuff about music and theory that I never knew. And so I got a whole new career about drums that I didn't know about, and I'm still getting one. So I don't think you should ever say, oh, I know it all on drums, I know it all. There's always more you can learn. Yes, and he's still playing. God bless him. Yeah, man, he's in his 80s. He's 82. He's still playing. God bless him.
Okay, that guy there in the denim jacket.
I try. I was a lot younger. Yeah, Bob Ezrin, yeah. No. It was a matter of structure. Then we got to a point in our career where all of a sudden we met a big producer, wow, Bob Ezrin, who truly is and still is, and did The Wall and did all these great bands. And we felt this guy knew a lot about things and about music and stuff. And all of a sudden, I was playing too much. And now I had to play less, and I had to play this kind of way. So I was really told a lot, even on that album, what to do. And that was kind of frustrating. So I'm with you. I like the earlier stuff with the fills too.
Okay, this guy here in the black and white sweatshirt.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Excuse me?
Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh God, I wouldn't have missed it. This is important
I
to
know
me
you've
too.
probably heard this a million times, but I want to be able to say it too. You've changed my life forever.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. You've changed my life too.
Okay, the guy in the bandana.
All right, man.
In Australia, you guys doing new costumes? Are you going to drop the old sweater costumes?
I have no idea.
Any new songs, a new album or anything?
No. I don't know what, you know what? I don't know. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going. I don't know. You know, I looked in a magazine recently and I saw a picture of Paul with some star outfit.
Right.
I go, well, that looks strange. I've never seen that before. It's like I've never seen the compository with Tommy Thayer next to me. I never took that photo shoot. I don't know where the hell that came from. So I go, all right, so maybe they'll have a new costume for me. If I don't like it, I won't wear it. I don't give a shit what they say. I'm going to wear it. So, I don't know what these guys, I really don't know. You go in and they just...
What was your favorite costume?
I like the zippers. I like my zipper outfit with all the zippers. Yeah, I really dug that. That was pretty cool. But I don't know. I heard they may change outfits. And as far as the set list I got, it's pretty much the same set list, except for some of like Sure Know Something, I think. And I found some of the ballads that they're doing. I think Gene's doing Going Blind, and I'm like, why didn't they do I Can't Stop the Rain? But that's okay. And then they do a few other songs of mine, and again, I got shunned with some music that it's more their songs than my songs. And that's kind of how it goes. And again, I don't care. I just want to play and sing and perform for you guys. That's really all I really want to do now. That's really all I want to do.
Okay, there's a guy right here in the front row that's been waiting nice and patiently.
You. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Very cool. Yeah. One of my favorite albums, so yeah. I don't know, yeah. My wife keeps getting on me to get on it, and I do it, and then I don't do it, and then sometimes it is cathartic, and I start hitting on things that hurt, because, when you're with somebody for 30 years, a lot happens, good and bad. I don't buy the family shit. They're not my family. My family lives in Brooklyn.
Great point.
Right. And my mom and dad have passed on. My real family is my family. They're my band members. I work in the band. Where does family thing come up? I don't know. But, that happens. And if you're playing drums, God bless you, because it's a great instrument. But you get put in the back, and that's just the lousy part about it. You're back there. That's why I used to throw drumsticks at everybody all the time. So I got to. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we got a lovely lady over there waiting to ask you a question.
Oh, the infamous teardrop. Boy, did I get hell for that. Oh, man. It had to do with what's in my book. It has to do with what happened on that tour. It had to do with what I felt happened to me. And it's obviously a teardrop it's not a good thing. So it wasn't a good thing, and it also leaked into why I didn't go to Australia and Tokyo. So I'd love to tell you, God, what I'd love to tell you, but I can't because they'll probably sue me or torture me. Those guys, you know, take my clothes off and beat me to death. Well, Paul would probably like that, but he'll hear that all the way to LA and go, that son of a bitch, wait till he gets out here. Only kidding, only kidding.
Okay, we got a guy with some drum heads in the back there.
Thank you.
Right.
I don't know. You know, we have more. It seemed we were just one of those bands that, you know, we tried to get it on Destroyer and tried to get that studio sound. Alive 1's still my favorite album, and Alive 2's still my favorite album because they were real, they were there, they were done, you felt it was right on the spot. And I think we were always that type of band. We are that type of band. We're really a live band. You know, we're better live, I think, than we are in the studio, personally. Thank you. I agree with you. Bass player is just the bass player, 4 strings. I got 15 million drums in front of me.
4 strings and a tongue.
Okay, there's a guy all the way in the back there.
Hey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That would be great. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we got this lady right up here in the front.
Hi. What do you got? Kind of sounds like we're out in the wilderness there. They are, in a way. You know, it's like a corporation. I guess it got out of control. Well, they own the name. You guys know that. They own the name. They own the makeup. They own this and that. And to me, that's not the soul. You know, it's like they turned into AT&T. Fuck that. It's just the name. The soul of the band was 4 guys who wore shoe polish and dyed their hair blue-black in Greenwich Village in 1972 and really broke a lot of great records and really came from the gutter up. And those 4 guys is Ace, Gene, Peter, and Paul. And I don't give a shit who sits in my seat. It ain't me. It ain't my heart. It ain't me beating. And it's the same with them. I feel about them. If somebody else was putting Gene's makeup on or Paul's, it wouldn't be them either. It's just that's the truth. That's the truth.
Okay, the guy that was sitting right behind her.
Oh, thank you. You guys are so nice.
How your hands doing?
Great. My hands are doing great. Again, I'm feeling terrific. These 2 years off were good for me. It's real cathartic. I got a lot of self-help and got a great wife backing me, and she was more of her who kept pushing me to come back and go back with the guys. And so, you know, I feel good. I want to do this. Before I'm too old and I can't do it, I don't want that to happen. So I want to really, I want to really bow out on top. I want to really leave with honor. You guys have given me the best years of my life. It's the least I could do is to thank you and to bow without wrecking my drums and wearing teardrops and spitting shit about the guys and all the bad stuff that goes out. I'd really like to leave it on an up chord than a down chord, man. Life is too fast. It really is. You got to live it day by day. Every day above ground is a good day. I'm serious. After the trades, anything could happen, and we all know that. So that's kind of another reason why I'm kind of, I really want to just live life and enjoy it and give what I got, the talent that God gave me to you guys, and vice versa, the love I get from you guys is like, wow.
Okay, we got a question all the way over here on this side.
Peter, it's great to see you here.
Thank
I
you.
want to thank you for showing up. There's a
Thank
lot of
you.
people here supporting you. A lot of love in the room. I want to thank you for all the great years of music,
Thank you.
all the good times, and it's just great to see that.
Thank you.
And you got a lot of support here.
I see.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, we got a question right back over here.
Peter, it's great to see you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
being here. I enjoyed watching you on Oz. Is there any chance?
Thank you. Finally, someone's seen my acting. I worked very hard for that.
Any other spins on Oz? We'd love to see you.
I would love to. Tom Fontana, terrific guy. I got 2 episodes. I begged for more. I wish they just didn't stab me and do me off. Although I was a squealer, so I deserved it. All squealers deserve to get stabbed. I come from Brooklyn, but I'm still going to acting school. I'm still very serious about it. I do want to do more. I don't expect to be some great, Tom Cruise or anybody. I just want to do it because I like it. It's kind of fun to be other people. Being the Catman, I know how that feels. When I become him, I'm him, and when I'm this guy, I'm this guy. And to get a chance to beat people up with a bat, not so bad.
And get paid for it, too.
And get paid for it, and then you can go home at the end of the day after prison, you can leave. And I sort of looked at the 2 guys I beat up with 2 other guys in mind, so when I beat them up, I really, it was like a really psychological, really rush. It was like I saw makeup on these guys. It was like, oh man, this is going to be great. And I'm still trying. I'm still going. I'm going for auditions. I just tried to get some stuff on Broadway, so I'm really still trying to do it. I like it. It's exciting to be a doctor or a lawyer or a killer or a, something on that caliber. So thanks for asking, man. It means a lot to me.
Okay, we got this guy in the front row over here.
Speaking on Ace and his project, are you going to have any input with him? Are you going to do anything with him?
Ace?
Yeah.
It's up to Ace.
Has he said anything?
I haven't spoken to Ace in 2 years, but my thoughts are with him always. So, if he called me, I'd be there like that. So, absolutely.
Okay, we got a question right here.
Peter, it's an honor to speak
Thank
with
you.
you. Thank you. My beautiful wife here, she's embarrassed to ask this question, so if I'm a little off, just like that. But,
Was it feminine?
About the Tongue magazine.
Her parents went to Catholic school in Brooklyn, and they went to St. John's. And she was wondering, we found Bob Kulick in one of the yearbooks, and we were just curious which school that you had gone to.
I went to Transfiguration in Brooklyn and Williamsburg, but he wasn't there. No, okay. But that's right. I did go to parochial school, yeah, and it was really, wow, those are some years.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's get some questions on this side of the floor here. The guy with the Dynasty shirt.
Thank you. Oh, I had stuff there, but I didn't know much about it till it was over. I have so much stuff. I mean, I got so much stuff in my warehouses that, yeah, I do. I do, actually, I do. When I get the time, I want to get rid of some stuff. And it's great stuff. It's stuff that's my stuff. Stuff I've kept from my big capes with the Lions to other things I have. I have one of Gene's first bases. I just have tons and tons of stuff. Sleeping bag, first sleeping bag, all that type of stuff. And I just have to get somebody with me downstairs and get it all together and get it out. I'm sure you guys love to come to my house and go downstairs with my big attic and get everything out of there.
I work for free.
But yeah, I do want. There's a lot of stuff. Eventually, you'll see on my site that I'm going to get rid of, and I'm not going to rip anybody off either.
Okay, we got the guy in the mustache over here. Yeah, you.
Excuse me?
How did you feel about the Kiss casting?
The Kiss what? The coffins?
What? Kiss coffin. Just asked it.
I wouldn't get in one, but I, yeah, you know, I don't put nothing past Mr. Simmons. I really don't. Yeah. The guy's got tongue condoms. I go, okay, I figured he needs it there because the other place ain't happening. So, boom, boom.
I just saw pictures the other day of
I tell him this stuff, so it ain't no big secret. I love to rag Gene out.
there's Kiss rubber ducks coming out.
I'm sure we need those in our bathtub, right?
Alex, a long one.
Okay, we got this guy in the center of the floor here.
My mom wants to strangle you.
Oh, man.
Just because of you.
Well, great. She'll enjoy it in the long run, trust me. Thank you.
40 years old.
Thank you.
First chance I got to meet you.
Great.
Since 1976 to now.
Great.
Later all this time. It's just a pleasure.
Oh, that's cool, thank you.
Okay, we got a guy in the back there. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, go on.
I want one of those hats, don't you guys?
Peter, do you want to wear it?
No, I'm only kidding. I love that. Very generous of you, pal. I wish everybody would like that. Wish my bandmates were like, here, take it, okay. It's too hard luck woman, okay. No.
Yeah! That's the way to go. Whenever something tragic or something big happens, I always ask my friends the same thing. Where were you? And what did you do? 9/11. When that happened, where were you? And what did you do?
I was actually, and this is no BS, I was at church. I go to church. I really believe in God. I really do. I always thought that George Harrison somewhat in the band because I'm a real spiritual guy and I really believe in God. Really, really do. And I was at church just saying a prayer. I go there once a week for my mom and I say a little thing. Then when I got home, my wife said the World Trade was hit by a plane. And I thought immediately, I'm sure like everybody else, it was one of those little planes and he lost his way and he smacked into the building. And I was sitting there when I saw the second one hit. It was like watching, like a towering inferno. It was like, it wasn't real. It was surrealistic. It was very strange. It was not real. And I knew we were in deep shit. I just knew we were in a lot of trouble. And then the rest came on, and then Washington came on. And it's still hard to talk about because I'm a New Yorker, and it was devastating. I lost friends. But that's where I was. And I was in a pretty good place. I figured church is a good place. Yeah, I'm in my hometown, right? I'm on the Jersey Shore, so I came back.
You appeared at a benefit not too long ago
Yes.
either for that.
Yes.
And
Families of Freedom, is that right there? Right, and I'm a big supporter. The money goes for the kids, for their education, for college. So for all those cops and firemen that died, and the emergency guys, what I got involved in, thank you. And I started it that year, and then we did it again this year, and I think we got $7 million bucks we got out of it. It's not so bad, and I felt good because I was putting back into my home that you can't always take out. You got to put back. Like today, you got to give back to what you guys give me. So I got to give you something back. And sitting here is not so bad. It's pretty good.
Okay, this guy in the back that we kind of cut off before. Yeah, you.
It wasn't tragic. I enjoyed it. Spontaneous. That's me. I'm like that. I'm a walking time bomb, man. Boom! It just hit me like, screw it, man. Power. Well, Paul walked up the stage. I never saw him again until recently, really. And Gene we didn't really talk about it in the dressing room, and that was the last show. And ended on a really low note, which I'm saying. And I'd like it to end on a better note than that, than me trashing my drums. I love trashing the drums. The company hates me because they spend a lot of money on those drums, and I'm trashing like they're nothing. And I felt really bad after it, because I really did. I have a terrible temper, and I don't like to lose it. But I was so angry, and it built up in me from just all the stuff. And I'm sure you guys have all been angry enough and punched something or knocked something. I get a little crazy. I wreck drums, shoot things, but not anymore. But I used to, not anymore.
Turn off.
Okay, we got a guy in the back there with the long hair.
This kind of about the stuff we talked about. On two different occasions during the farewell tour, I saw the band leave in two separate bands. Gene and Paul were in a band completely different, and you and Ace were completely exposed, completely. And it started, and absolutely Gene is being an asshole, absolutely trying to make a statement. And you guys went, no, you were loving it. We were all just up here last, but, you know, it kind of...
Yeah, I don't like to say about those guys. No.
Okay, let's take one from the back.
Your wife is always there to protect you. You guys, if you got a great wife, keep her, because it's really good for her to be the pit bull and the bad guy. Okay, that's how it goes with them guys, you know. And I go, okay, I'll get in the other van. I'll ride in the other car.
In the back with the camcorder light on.
Thank you. I'm going to see them in a couple of weeks. We start rehearsals for Australia. We don't talk on the phone, not much. I may get a call from Tommy Thayer saying something or other, and I'll go, okay, and then I'll get hang off the calls. And I go, all right, cool, you're right. And so I just kind of shrug it off. But no, we don't, you know, and we hadn't, even when we got kind of back, again, it was still, you know, like we didn't call every day like we did when we first met and get, you know, like we're really in love with each other in the beginning. And it just, that's how they are. You know, that's how those guys are, I guess.
Okay, we got one in the back corner of the blue denim shirt on.
I love being honest. I'm just being honest. You know, I have nothing against
like
it. It's just, that's how they are.
Peter, thank you for making your okay jumping on a bed listening to this.
Thank you. Thank you.
My question is, if you don't play them now, any songs you play live, when you're with the band, what songs would you like to play?
Yeah. If I...
What songs would you like to play during the tour?
All my songs, Hooligan, Dirty Living, got nothing to lose, Hard Luck Woman, you know. I don't know, I haven't thought about it. There's a lot of the old stuff I liked, you know, I can't think right off the top of my head, but there was some great stuff we did earlier, stuff that was kick-ass.
Okay, let's get some over on this side. We got this blonde here with her hand up.
What's the 3 on your jersey?
It's my lucky number. I believe everything comes in threes, everything good. I was the third member of the band. Everything, my third wife. Not by choice, but I'm happy, but you know, 1, 2, 2 rough, whatever, one great one, one bad one. But three's a really good number. It's a Trinity number. It's a holy number. It's kind of the Father, the Son, Holy Ghost. It's a really, so it's, you know, I got it all over me.
The young lady over
Places
here.
I can't show you either.
The young lady over here is your wife?
Excuse me?
The young lady over here.
Yeah, that's my better half.
Okay, their white shirt, black hair. Now the one behind you.
Does your daughter support this, or how does she feel about you being back with Kiss and this happening to you?
How does
your daughter?
How does she feel about you being back with Kiss
Is your daughter
and having this happen to you?
My daughter and I are, I don't know, my daughter's 21 in another world of her own. She's living in LA and has that LA mentality, which is La La Land. As far as I'm concerned, everybody out there is in another world. They're from another planet. I'm from the East. I don't think that way. And so we talk, but she's still very much in a world of credit cards and nice cars and her handsome boyfriend who's in the Marines. And I can't compare to that. I can't compete with that. So we don't talk about it.
Who feels the same about you? He can't compete.
I like to slap her is what I like to really do.
Okay, how about the guy that was right in front of her there?
Okay. Peter, greetings from the state of Tennessee. Just want to say that I love you. I appreciate everything that you and Kiss have done. Gene has often said that you and he have the most in common with one another in the band. I wonder what you take on that and what your feelings are about that.
Well, we do. Actually, we do. Gene and I love cinema. We love watching movies, a lot of the same movies. We used to get a kick out of getting a lot of snacks together, like really like kids, and we'd get all these cool snacks and stuff and get a bunch of movies together, and we'd watch the movies together and critique them and talk about them. And but that's about it. We weren't going to any baseball games together, drinking a few beers with the boys. It never happened, but we kind of had that childish-like way about us it's very similar.
Thank you.
And we grew up in the same neighborhood. He grew up 10 blocks from me. We went to the same, we found out we used to go to the same theaters in the afternoon, see matinees, same YMCA, the same neighborhood, and he was probably the guy I beat up on every other weekend when I had no one else to beat up. Let's go beat up some of these Jewish guys up the road there. So we used to laugh about this, he and I. He goes, I think he beat the shit out of you a few times. You know?
Okay, let's get some from the back. There's a guy standing all the way in the back with, yeah, you.
Your voice is going to be my favorite at Kiss.
Thank you. Wait, there's a racket.
One more time.
Going on.
Your voice is always my favorite at Kiss.
Right.
When songs like Hooligan, Baby Driver, Tough to Lose. Any chance to hear that right now?
No. No. I need a guitar now. Thanks anyway. No, I can't sing that.
Okay, the guy
I'd
with
rather ask you questions and stuff.
Okay, yeah, you right there.
Peter, given your differences between, yourself and the other guys in the band, do you really think that this last chapter?
I can't hear you.
Do you think that you can end your chapter with Kiss happily? Do you think that your differences are going to come to the front again?
I don't know. I really don't, who knows? Some things never change, and some things do, and I've changed. That's all I know. Today I've changed. I'm sitting here. I'm a different man. I'm a happy man. I'm a healthy man. I'm happy to see you guys. God bless you. I hope you had a great Christmas, great New Year's, all that good stuff. Your families are all in good health. That's the type of guy I am. I don't know if it'll change, and it'll be a great, great ending, and everybody went off into Maryland, and we were all happy guys. We love each other. I doubt it. I do, but it would be nice to have it should be a great ending for a great band that had 30 great years of guys like you buying our records and clothes and merchandise.
Okay, let's work over on this side of the floor. There's a young lady in the corner there. Yep, you.
Tommy Lee and Peter.
No, she didn't.
Me? What?
The old lady.
Well, I don't know if that's all true. I mean, I did a lot. I've had my share of women within my day, but
Where's the video?
I'm happily married now. Yes, well, but I lost your question. You went right out with your laryngitis. Am I turning red? Oh, man.
Excellent.
Never a dull moment.
There's kids here in the room. I'm well endowed, I guess. But that's probably a German and Italian in me, I don't know. But I think it might make the guys a little jealous here or there. The two of the guys, not Ace, but maybe the other two. I don't know about that. That's great. Wow, my mother turned over in the grave just then.
Take a deep breath, Peter. Take a deep breath.
That's a good one. Okay.
Okay, we got a guy back there with the Ace and Peter t-shirt on.
Oh, man.
Hey, Peter, back in '95, I was at the Harrisburg shows with Metron during that long cold winter night. It was the best Kiss show I was ever at. I have a statement for you about the act you put in the Village Voice back in, I guess it was '72.
Rolling Stone.
Yeah. It seemed like there was, sorry. I sensed there was a lot of hunger in your passion to want to become part of your band.
Mm-hmm.
Your life and the way you went after things was inspiration to me and everybody else who has dreamed of one of these.
Bought another battery.
And so.
And I'm telling you that I'm a songwriter as far as
Same song. Sorry, man. There's only like 12 minutes left.
Oh, very cool. Absolutely. You got to be willing to do anything to make it. You really do. You got to, you know, kill your wife or sell your family out or sell your band out. But you got to really, you know, you got to really give it your all, or we'd all be sitting up here doing this for a living. It's a great way to make money. It's a great way to express yourself, and it's great to be who I am. And at that point in my life, I felt I was 24. I was getting really old, and I better make it because time's going fast, and it all worked out. I'm glad somebody read my ad.
We got somebody in your makeup just right over there as well.
60-minute.
Tapes? Okay, cool. Cool, thank you.
Where is that lady?
Here, stand up.
Oh, stand up, my dear. I could feel it because all of us wanted the same exact thing. We all wanted to make it. We all wanted to be the guys that we wanted to see up there. Excuse me, we were tired of seeing a lot of bands not caring how they dressed or looked for their audience. Just get up there like slobs and you're lucky you're here because we're going to play for you. You know, I was fed up with that attitude, and we wanted to give more. We wanted to make it into a bigger show than just music. We wanted it to be an extravaganza, a really big like circusy thing. And I saw in these three guys the same gleam I had in my eye. They really wanted it. They really wanted to do it, to really make it, to be rock stars, or whatever, that stupid quote. But that's what we wanted, and we wanted to be the biggest band in the world, and we made that. We did it, and I'm proud of that. But I didn't know, you know, you never know you're going to do it, but I just knew that I could be the most creative I could ever be in this band. I could wear dresses, high heels, wear, you know, bras. It didn't, whatever it took, we would do it. Go ahead, try one on. If you look good in the bra, wear it. So we had that really open, that great open mind of let's do it all. And it's sad because that's gone now, and that's not there anymore. And so the creativity went out the window many years ago, and it all became now structured, and I hate structured stuff. I love to just do things what I feel and what I am.
Okay, this guy over here has been waiting nice and patient.
Peter, I think during the Psycho Circus tour at the Meadowlands, you were about to possibly sing Death, and somebody pointed a laser pointer at you, and you got really, really angry.
Why do you want to lose my eye?
Yeah, has that ever happened before? Have you gotten so angry where you actually yelled at someone?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you a great story. I was in maybe Tennessee, I was somewhere down south, and I'm singing Beth, I'm Mr. Crooner, I'm cool, I'm up there and I got them and I'm singing, all the girls are crying, and I get hit in the face with a big thing of toilet paper that came out of some toilet bowl. Trust me, it was pow, and I'm like, fuck you, and I'm off the stage, and I didn't come back. I didn't even go back for the encore. I didn't want nothing to do with anybody. I was so hurt, more than hurt by getting hit with it and stinking, but it was really insulting to me. The laser thing was a joke too, some idiot, you know, put the laser in your eye is really stupid. And I didn't need Paul to protect me. I could protect myself, but he wanted to protect me that night. That's nice. But yeah, I've had some stuff. I got hit with an M80. I've been hit with a bottle up there. You guys could be vicious out there sometimes. What you're throwing up there at us.
Okay, we got a question from this lady right over here.
I promise we won't throw anything else at you in Tennessee.
You don't want to do it.
No, listen to me. I'm married to an avid Kiss fan, and I'm a new Kiss fan after being married to such an avid one. And we have a whole room decorated in our house for you all. But wanted to know, being a newlywed, if you had any marital advice for us to keep a marriage strong.
I'm married 3 times. What am I going to tell you? Think about my mistakes. Stay with one marriage, please. Just be honest with one another and communicate, talk. Don't just storm out of the house. I've done that so many times and found myself in Hawaii somewhere and wonder how I got there. You got to sit down with your soulmate, and it's more than just marriage. It's the person you're with all the time. It's the person you lay your head down at the end of the night with. That's the person you wake up with. Hopefully that's the person you'll end life with. And there's a lot going on there than just I'm married with a piece of paper. Gene may think that's whatever you may think. I believe and love my wife to death. I would die for her. That's what you got to have. That's all I can tell you.
Thank you.
Okay, we got some people over here on this side. You with the long hair with your hand up. Yeah, you.
I'll try.
Mm-hmm.
And you took some of your comments as having a ill will towards Eric Singer for wearing campaign makeup, and I was wondering if you could clear that up.
No, I'm sure Eric did what he got a call and you want to do a gig, and he was probably really excited. He got to be me for a few days. I guess that could be cool. Eric's a great drummer. I take nothing away from him. He's a damn great drummer, and he's played with the guys. And I guess he was the best to call in that sort of situation. I wasn't going to do it, so they had to get somebody right away that knows the songs. He knows the arrangements, and no, man, if I'm going to be angry at anybody, I'm going to be angry at Gene and Paul over it, not Eric. What the hell? It's not his fault. He's really not an original founding member, and he gets a call to do a gig, and he's going to take the gig. Somebody had to call him. Well, Eric didn't call Eric, so I have no animosity against Eric Singer. No, you're welcome.
Okay, the guy with the red goatee in the front row there.
Can't miss you, man. Thank you.
You're the sole reason why I became a drummer.
Thank you.
My question to you is, you've had so many influences in your life when you're playing. How does it make you feel of the influence that you've had on so many drummers throughout the life?
My wife tells me that sometimes, and it blows my mind. I think maybe ignorance is bliss. Sometimes I just don't get it, or I don't think about it because I'm afraid to. I'm afraid like it would be too much for me to think that I actually made somebody pick up a pair of sticks and play the instrument, because I love the instrument so much, and that's all I ever wanted myself, was to bang on pots and pans and play my drums. And then when someone tells me that they're a drummer today because of me, I go, it's almost, I don't want to think about it, because it's such a great compliment. Yeah, it really is.
Thank you for your insight.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Hey, Peter, there's one thing I wanted to ask you. There's a new Kiss book that's out that it revealed that there was an album put out by Lenny and Squiggy around 1979, 1980, and it's alleged you didn't play on the album, but your photo is in there amongst a bunch of other musicians under the name Ming the Merciless. I've got a copy of the album I can show you later.
Please do. I've never seen it in my whole life.
Okay, yeah, this was something that, somebody had, the writers of this book, revealed it, and I didn't know if this was something that you knew, it was something.
Hey, I just looked at the book out of the early years with Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley put out. I didn't even know it was a book out. I went up to do the Ed Trunk show, and there's, you want a book? I'm like, oh, I'm in this book. Oh, that's great. And that's so, that's kind of how I get the you guys get the information quicker than I get it at times. It's kind of how I feel. Look at, if you see a poster of the 4 Kiss members and it's a show, all I can say is when you hear it from me that I'm going to be there, I'll be there. if you don't hear it from me that I ain't going to be there, then I may not be there. It's got to come from me from now on. I'm tired of it coming from everybody else, and then you guys go see something and the real guys ain't there. That's bullshit. So that's why another thing, I'm happy for my site. Thank you for all the emails you guys have sent me. My God, I get so much love stuff. There's so much bad stuff also. It's not all gravy, so there is some shit. But I love it because I could reach out to you now and tell you how I feel and what I'm doing, and I feel that my thing is so personal. I try to make it personal. I try to let you know what I'm doing, my acting, my this, my that. It's about me to you. And same thing with the band. If I know anything, if I'm not doing anything, I'll always try to let you know, because there are a few fans of mine here, and then there's the Kiss fans, and I love you all, but I just always want to be honest with you.
Yeah! Okay, there's the guy in the white baseball cap standing up there.
I don't know. I really don't. I'd love to say, this and this date, but I just want to get this done now. I'm kind of, and all my energy is into this. I'm in the gym with a trainer 3 days a week, and I'm playing 5 days a week again, and all my energy's going into this again, and it's an all cumbersome thing. It's an all Kiss, you know what Kiss is. It's everything or nothing. For me, it is anyway. I won't do it if it isn't 110. So all that is just kind of on my desk downstairs, and I'm just kind of have to get back to it. And believe me, I want to get it out as bad as, I really want my book too, because there's a lot of things I have to say that needs to be clarified, that's been said about me. Devil dogs. I love devil dogs. A big cold glass of milk, man, that's stylish.
Okay, Peter, you had mentioned before about your website. I'm sure there's a lot of people here that know about the website, but I know there's a lot of people that may not be aware of it.
Well, you should tell them.
Exactly. petercriss.net. It's the official website. Photos, news. You can write to the guy. How long has the website been up and running now?
Man, we've been lucky. October 30th? And it's already like 25,000 people are on it. It just never ends. And I get up every day. I swear to God, I get up in the morning. I get the coffee. I go downstairs. I put on my computer and I look at the number and I go, yes. And there starts my day. And I go, cool.
Okay, that's petercriss.net. We got
great guy. It's hard, when a guy's your road manager and next thing he's up there playing next to you and he's looking like Ace. It's different. I'll admit it's different. But he's a great musician. He really is. He plays really well. I'm sure he'll play well when we play together. It's kind of how I look at it. He's always been my road manager. I never looked at him in any other light, much less in front of 80,000 people in Ace's makeup, playing Ace's songs. I'm going to have to see how that feels when I get up there. I'm sure it's going to be a rush. Good or bad, I don't know, but probably much better because I'm selfish and I just want to get off on you guys. So whatever he does is his own luck up there.
Okay, there's another guy standing up with the blonde hair there.
Hi.
I was wondering, they talked earlier about set lists and songs you like to play. Before now, would you ever ask them like certain song you want to play, like Baby John or Get Away or anything? Say, I really want to play this.
Yeah, I do, and I'll get like, well, it just doesn't sort of fit in the groove of the set. And I'm like, why? It would fit 15 years ago, but now it's not fitting now. And that's always. Hey, I'm with you. I want to sing. I love to sing. I love singing as much as I love drumming. I love drumming more, but I love singing. And not for nothing, my song was. It got us on the radio. It got us a People's Choice Award. They never bring it up. They never talk about it. God forbid the drummer should have a hit record. And a lot of other fans like yourself really like my voice. It's not the worst voice, and I don't use it enough. But I sure wish I could. I sure wish I would sing more. But I'm voted down. So it's kind of like that.
The drummer school.
Okay, we got another guy.
Well, you guys in the dressing room and I'll be able to get a song done.
Hi, Peter. Gene opens his book with something to the effect of, when the Echo runs out at Shea Stadium, and during at least the last days of the farewell tour, there was rumors of like a bunch of shows at the Garden. Maybe including the Melbourne show coming up. How would, if at least this musical phase of Kiss had to end, how would you want to end it? Or what would be? I know that the Melbourne may be a personal thing for you. What would you see as being like the fitting end if the musical end of Kiss had?
I would like to see Kiss, the original Kiss, in Shea Stadium. I mean, that's my dream. For me, as you're asking me, the Beatles played there. I'm a big Beatle fan, huge Beatle fan, big John Lennon fan. So, man, if I could play Shea Stadium, I mean, we have dreams too. That would be wow. The four of us, that would be really cool. So that would be great. Yeah. I guess a few more, and I got to sign autographs for you guys.
Okay. We got a few more, so let's really make them special. Let's take someone over on this side here, the kid with the glasses on.
I can't hear you. You got to talk louder.
Do you have any
Right. Yeah, sit low. I'm seriously, put your seat down, bring your cymbals down, because I used to love to be up here, and then that's what gave me trouble later on in life. Your arms start screwing with you, and you get tendonitis, and you get this and that, and if you should sit correctly, and the correct way is your snare should be about here, and even with your legs, and if you want to, you even get more power with them down here than up there. You know, I'm going to have a page on my site just for drummers. We're getting ready to do that now. And we're just going to have a drummer page. And one of my guys had a great idea. He wants to put a picture of every drum I ever played on there, all my drum sets. And then I'm going to put road stories of what to do with your drums when things go bad and things that went wrong with me and what not to do and to do. So I'm excited about that. So if I give you drummers some information if you want it.
Okay, we got time for one more question. And the lovely lady in the red hair all the way in the back. Hi.
Highest compliment I could ever get, flattery, and it's like, what did I create? Wow, you look good. I could kiss the guy, or the girl, mostly the girl, but but I see, wow, you know, you go, man, I drew this crazy thing, and I see people in it, and I go, man, how cool. So it's very cool. It's very cool.
All right, that does it.
I could do this forever, but thank you.
Okay, everybody. Hey, we got one more thing to do before we say bye to Peter and thank him for coming here. Obviously, everybody knows Kiss is going to Australia February 28th. We got to thank Qantas because they gave us a trip to go down there to see these guys. So we're going to have a draw. Someone today is going down to Australia to see Peter and the rest of the band, and we're going to have the draw right now.
Ticket to AIDS.
Pick me!
Hope that's it.
Koala! The koala!
Michael
Look out!
Hit him with a bat, Pete!
Okay, the winner is from Sewell, New Jersey, Michael Steffen.
Michael Steffen in the house.
Yeah, New Jersey.
Come on up. Come on.